So I was thinking, what is it that makes us feel bad? I feel bad about ourselves, or shame. But I don't mean ordinary shame in terms of things we've done, but when people do bad things to us, why do we feel shame? What's that about? And my thinking is maybe it's reflection, false reflection. We see their bad deeds reflected back at us, their terrible intentions. We see them as our own. We decide to wear their skin, to accept their bad behavior or attitude as a reflection of ourselves, that somehow our badness has brought out this in them. But that's not necessarily true. You can't be responsible for other people's badness, for the poor choices they make and how they treat other people. In fact, if you feel bad about yourself, then more than often it's because someone else has given you that idea. Now, what right do they have to give you that idea that you may have a poor opinion of yourself, that you can feel insecure, that you don't belong, that you are unworthy, that you're not good enough? These are all false ideas. False. They're not real. They're not true. They're someone else's opinions. They're someone else's behaviors. They're someone else's attitudes. These are not yours. It might be difficult to understand this, but if you can stop when you feel bad and ask yourself, do I feel bad about myself? Or did someone else make me feel bad about who I am? Now, this can be all sorts of people. But the things that generally get to us the most come from those who are closest to us. Quite often that's from family. If we've been unfortunate to grow up in an unhappy home, we have absorbed a lot of the bad things that have happened in that home, because when we are children, we only have one thing to do, and that's learn. Now, if you know anything about human physiology, gray matter, you have loads of it when you're a child. In fact, you have so much of it that you don't need. It's a big sponge. It's going to suck in everything from your environment. It's going to take everything going on, because being born, why is it a birthday? Why is a birthday a celebration? It's a celebration of possibilities, of the gifts of possibilities that you might experience in life. That's a celebration of life. You're not celebrating your birthday, you're celebrating life. And if you celebrate life, you celebrate all the potential opportunities that come with it. And that also includes the opportunity for you to become who you are. Now, some people, I wouldn't say that they deliberately don't want you to become who you are. Unfortunately, we all get hurt in life. And sometimes that hurt and that pain can come from one generation to the next. It becomes the inheritance passed on from one generation to the next. And some people accept that pain. They accept that trauma. They in fact become it. They repeat what they've been taught. But then again, there are those few who make a choice. And even those who've done what they've done before, they have a choice to make. It's always in front of them, a choice. Do I do this or do I do that? And the choice is, do I need to repeat what's happened? Or do I choose another way? Potentially something that's better for me and better for others. Because I tell you what, when you make that choice, you're actually choosing for other people. You're not choosing for yourself. You're choosing for how you respond to other people and how you treat other people, because how you do that is how they will treat you back. This is one of the funny things about being a human being. The individual is important, of course. But the individual does not become the individual without other people involved. And unfortunately, if some bad people have been involved in formative stages, you're going to have to unlearn that because you've been taught that. You've been taught to become a human being. It's not just given. You are taught to feel the things you feel. Now, you can remember, or you can even look at times where you've been taught something wrong, and you find out it was wrong, and you found a new and better way to do something, or you found the truth. Do you then hold on to the false things? Do you then hold on to the mistruths? What's untrue? What's even a lie? No. The truth in itself is a light. And a lie is the darkness. And when you turn on a light, what happens? The darkness goes away. Now, sometimes you have to struggle to find out what the light is for you, what the truth is for you. And it's totally possible. You can unlearn and relearn. We are learning our whole lives, but sometimes we forget to go back, all the way back, to think, when this thing happened, who was I with? What were we doing? Is this true? Is this really true about me? If you're a kid and your parents scream and shout at you, or hit you, or do something to you, it's been done to you. You're not doing that to yourself. That's the lesson there. If you've learned in that point in time, and kids do this because they're so focused on themselves when they're little ones, oh, it's about me. I did that wrong. I'm wrong. And that's why they're doing this to me. They don't talk about the fact that maybe your parents were violent, drug addicts, drinkers, God knows what. You don't know that. You don't know that as a kid. You ask a little baby, hey, what's an alcoholic? They're going to go, what? They don't know what the name is. They know the behavior, but they don't know the name. So that's another thing. Labels. Names. We can give lots of things to names. And names can give us lots of things too. But we don't have to accept that. You've got a brain. You've got a mind. And actually it's your mind that communicates with your heart. And that's what creates your reality. It's not just your heart, your emotions and feelings. Yes, they're very important, but you've got to give them instructions. Because you've got to grow your heart, like you grow your intelligence by learning. You also have to grow the intelligence of your heart. That's learning as well. There's nothing wrong with that, because actually you're learning all the time. Every relationship you've had, or you've been in, or you will be in, it's learning. Now you can either learn the wrong way and keep on doing that, or you can learn a better way, or even the right way. And the right way is, so if you're with people who are not treating you badly, who are treating you with respect, and that also means love, because love is respect. Respect comes first, and then comes love afterwards. You cannot love what you don't respect, and you won't respect what you don't love. So it's vital. If you're feeling bad, if you're looking in the mirror of your mind, and it's making you feel bad, just ask yourself this question. Is this me, or is this something else? Is this an idea someone else gave me? It's as simple as that. You just have to do it each and every single time this happens. Stop. Pause. Don't react. Step back from the situation. Look at the feeling. Look at the thought. Find out who it's attached to. Now you might get angry. You might think, God damn it, why do they do this to me? I'm innocent. I was innocent then. I didn't know. How dare they? Yes, how dare they? But if you turn that feeling into one of victimhood, you're going to feel worse. In fact, you will feel worse. Guaranteed. You're digging a hole. You know, we talked about the light. Or you're going back into the darkness then. You're digging yourself down into self-pity and depression. You got to let it go. You know, yesterday night, Are you still living in the night that happened yesterday? No, you're not. You're either living in the day today or in the night tonight. That's where you are. You can't go back in time and you can't go forward. You can move into the future, but you will never know what each and every single day will look like. So be here now. Don't get angry for no reason. If people are still doing things to you, let them go. You don't have to tell them to fuck off. You just don't have to respond to them. Just realize they are dealing with their own pain. And they don't have to give that pain to you. Because they're going to go, hey, here's the pain. And you can say, oh, great, I'm going to accept that pain. Yes, it's all my fault. No, just say politely, no. No. That's all you have to do. You can even say it in your head. No, don't respond. There's no need to respond. Anyway, that's all from me for now. Take care and God bless.